Hey there everybody and welcome back to Where Did I Roll? And well, the party has just gone inside of the Temple of the Crossing, and let's find out what awaits them inside. So,
Yes.
you guys walk into the Temple of the Crossing, and there's distinct flute music just easily playing in the background. The monks are just standing there around, most of them not paying much attention to you. Besides the herald, who, after all of you are inside, he walks upon the stage. Up with him comes about 3 or 4 more monks, but all dressed differently. One just looks like a random traveler you just would meet on the street. Another one dressed like a high noble in red satin and velvet with quite beautiful and comfy looking slippers. Another is a woman dressed in full-on heavy armor plate, to be exact. And the last one is a mage with a spellbook chained to his arm. They all come up, and the monk says, "Welcome, applicants. This is the temple at the crossing. And these," he looks around, "are your examiners. In the next following month, you will undertake our trials. Make sure to note, these trials are extremely dangerous. Most of you that have come here should already know death will come to those weak. Those that will not be able to carry themselves through this. If you still wish to move back, the doors are open. After I finish talking, there is no turning back until you have finished this."
I very strongly try to resist turning into a seal.
I hand my mug. I hand my mug over to Lumi, like, because I'm like, you need this right now.
You see the people in the room. Nobody flinches. They're just staring hard steel eyes. Good. 432 remain. We shall start soon. Tomorrow, you'll all be taken to the monolith.
This makes me think of like Hunter x Hunter right now.
Yeah, totally.
This is exactly like I've been
I was
watching.
gonna say,
yeah, this
I
is
was like, this is like, I'm
feel
in
like
an anime
Hunter
right now.
Yeah, I'm like,
this
I feel like
this
Hunter.
adventure is a combination of 5 different animes. If somebody can get them all right, they get an inspiration point.
How many people lived in Hunter x Hunter?
No, it's like not one anime. It's like combination of 5 different. So you can see the sequence, but I mean,
Hunters was pretty brutal. Let's hope it's not like that. It's gonna be like that.
Is one of them Berserk?
maybe you need to guess all of them, and you'll see.
I like Berserk a lot.
Anyway, said you will be taken to the monolith. There, you will be given instruction. That will be your first trial. And they just walk down.
I kind of look around like, well, it's gonna be 2 really easy trials really quickly.
I mean, it's you've walked about 4 hours here. You spent like 4 hours in the courtyard itself. It is close to night. You don't know exactly. It's kind of you're a bit tired. You don't know why. And as you look at the envelopes that you got, the paper itself turns into a very familiar color to you. You don't know what that is, but extremely familiar color to you. It's you look at it and you feel a certain emotional attachment to the color.
Does this do we see other people's changing to different colors?
Yes.
Or
Yes.
right, okay.
But
Okay.
I can't see what color mine is.
No, it's the same thing. Like you know the color is just a color that your character would regard as an extremely familiar color.
I was just wondering if my color is gold, is everyone's gold, or like if
No.
Lisa's is blue. do I
No,
see
imagine for example if Rumi's favorite color is like the color of the sea ocean, which is like a very distinct color. Like the paper mimics exactly that color
Yep.
to the detail.
Mine is still red.
Okay.
Mine is shining.
Mine's amber.
So I'm looking at mine and I'm like panicking. I'm like, we're gonna die! We're gonna die! Oh my god, they're gonna punch me. I'm gonna die. I don't want to die. I really don't want to die. I try and grab what's your character's name, Maggie? Thordrick.
Yeah.
Still red. I'm like, I don't want to give me that one. I'll trade you.
Thordrick puts the pipe in your mouth and kind of like pushes you to sit down and is like, calm down, Sarah. No need to get all worked up. It's just a piece of paper anyway.
I'm like breathing into the envelope.
I unhinge the side of my armor and go over to Sarah and hand her like a little drumstick. I'm just like, look.
And as you kind of stand around here, this guy kind of like, he's like a bit fat with a stubby nose and like short cut hair. He comes to you. You guys new here, aren't you?
Well, it depends on what you mean by new.
This is the first time you take the trials.
Ah. That's all he says.
You've taken the trial before? I thought you die if you fail.
Well, you don't exactly die. You get disqualified and you get taken next year. Taking this trial was about 20 times now. So, if you need any help, I know mostly everything about everybody in this room.
Is he telling the truth? Can I tell if he's lying to me?
You can roll me an insight check, definitely.
Okay. I'll roll an insight check. I want to see what my stat is. Insight is... Oh god, it's wisdom. It's bad. Let's see. Probably not so good.
Yeah, he's being honest.
Sure he is.
I'm gonna read this guy too. Yeah. What is it's perception?
No, it's insight.
Insight. Okay. Oh shit. What is having them checked mean again?
Proficiency.
Yeah, but okay. So it's just proficiency plus stat plus d20. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's been a little while.
I want to believe what he's saying, so I'm not gonna check. I'm just like, oh, you don't die? Okay.
Okay, go on. Yeah, he seems, you're not exactly sure. I mean, you can't read anything on him. Like, there's no facial expressions or anything in his words that you find or intonation that seems to say he's lying. He just seems genuine.
I look at him and I'm like, so you failed 20 times?
Yes, almost a record. One guy that did it 25 times. I'm not there yet. He died on the 26th.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I think I might take advice from someone who's passed.
Well, I mean, the only who've passed, like, he points to the monks. I can't help you completely pass, but I mean, I could help you in the first stages. I've been through them very many times now.
Yeah, 20, and you failed each time.
Well,
Which
I
is
mean,
great. You know, I pat him on the back. You go, you go, girl. Man, girl.
Is it a man or is it a girl?
It's a man.
It's a man.
You
Is it obviously a man, or you know, is there a bit of leeway there?
Can I use divine sense to see if he's like an evil thing? If he's
yeah. You use divine sense. He's not an evil thing. Though,
okay.
As you use divine sense, what's the range on it?
60 feet.
You do feel a fiend. Actually, several, and maybe a devil also.
I know where they are though, right? They're all like,
yeah.
I can see like,
you see, like, you look around and you see this guy dressed in a very long black cloak with the ravens just flying on it, kind of embroidered on it. He has this
Lisa's
gigantic.
ex-boyfriend.
Hide it.
He has this gigantic like black, not the top hat, you know, like the Van Helsing
The
type
white
of
brimmed hat.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
black. It's a black brim hat.
The Western style. Yeah.
And his hands are both kind of like his gloves are constantly changing color. And there's a couple of others in the room.
He's Raven, man. He's like one of those rave gloves.
As I'm scanning, I get across him and I'm like, well, that one seems obvious.
You go to this guy and you say that.
No, I'm just like, this is in my head. I'm just gonna like
He's just scanning, and he's like, oh, duh.
If I'm looking for fiends and demons, or whatever, we'd be like, oh, that one. I should have got that one. My bad.
Yeah. I mean, you see people around. There's a guy that's incredibly tall for a human, way too tall for a human, and he does have horns coming like from his back. There's with the spikes coming from his back. It seems like they're just moving in and out easily, very very small, but just moving in and out. And there's a lot of very weird characters in here. I can go on and describe, but you use your imagination to just
Yeah.
half of this room is filled with monsters
Yeah.
of different kinds.
How did they make it past?
Anybody can take the trials.
I guess.
That
Do you
is the
point
rule.
that out, Sir Percival?
Yeah, that is
Until they reach
rule.
the room where they disintegrate.
I mean, they let a skeleton in. We haven't really pointed. They did.
And a seal.
Yeah, but like
Not true.
Whoa.
there can be traps that are made
mean with
just for like specific, like
Yeah.
like good-hearted people.
I look around. I try and see if there's anyone like me or like anyone wearing seal skin.
You,
Did anyone skin a seal?
you look around and you don't see any. You don't see any seal skin.
There's seal skin.
You do not see any seal skin.
There's like a wolf dude in the corner just wearing one. Like, whatever.
Isn't
Got like a seal hat.
Punch him, Lisa.
My
He's guy in the corner
ex-boyfriend.
balancing a ball on his nose. It's my peeps. It's my peeps right there.
Okay. You guys notice that all the monks have gone. There is no monk left in the room.
Oh.
Are there any open doors?
Yes.
Sword Art Online?
There are about. You see corridors. There's about 4 corridors, 2 on the right and 2 on the left.
I positioned myself so that I'm kind of behind the party. So if all the gathering's in front of us, then I'm to the wall.
Oh, Mac's in here. Maquanas.
Mac. Go on. Sorry. Go on, Rumi. What were you saying? You're behind the party.
Yeah, I just stand behind them.
Okay. What does everybody else do?
Is there anywhere to go here? Like where we got shepherded in?
You have gone shepherded, and basically you have been told that tomorrow your trial starts.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes.
Is it late, did you say? We've been-
Yes, it's like you've been 4 hours traveling here in the day, and it's like about 4 to 5 hours to like waiting in the courtyard for everybody to show up.
Oh, is there any way to sort of set up camp and chill?
There are people who just take
Hey,
the
girl, you want to camp and chill?
there are people who just take corners and just like they sit down. There are people who go through the corridors.
Where did Clinging Loser go?
Do people go through corridors? Is that a thing?
Yeah, that's a thing. That's corridors. They go. That's what they made
And
for.
people go through them?
Yes.
No way, dude.
No.
Are you serious?
Fuck.
I like how Chucky was super serious.
Yeah, people go through the corridors.
Every time someone walks through a corridor,
I
they
think
like gasp.
he's making the point that some people are leaving the courtyard.
Yeah, no courtyard. This like nave that you guys are in right now.
Gotcha.
Nave?
Nave.
Like a man? We're in a nave?
No, nave. As in, do you know a church? Do you know like a church? Like this, the place where they
The
have all the
central part.
benches.
It's like a church building, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Is
Sir
there a
Percival,
free
you-
corner?
You swine.
Is there a free corner we can take? There's a lot of people in this place.
This corner over here has a sign that says free.
So, yeah, you have been standing around here, kind of like talking to each other, and until then, like most people have taken most of this room, and it seems like everybody is quite like reluctant to stand in the middle of this room, so they just decide to go for the corridors.
So the middle of the room is the furthest away from all the people.
It seems so, yes. Like there's
I'm gonna
nobody.
set up my bedroll right there.
You set up your bedroll in the middle of the room.
What?
I wander over to Sarah and I'm like, "What are you doing, Sarah?"
And I'm like, so 2 minutes into camp and chill, I give him a look.
Yeah. You sit there and look at me for 2 minutes, and I'm just like, waiting for an answer.
I look at Thordrick and I'm like, well, this is the furthest away from people. It's probably the safest.
And he kind of looks around. Where are the doors too? Are they also like in between the corners of all these people?
Yeah, like
Okay.
imagine like this is a rectangle, and in the corners of the rectangle are the corridors going to different places in this building.
I'm gonna see where they are, and then once I know where their corner is, I'm gonna go to like a corridor and like kind of like peek.
You look and you see like the corridor going on where there's scones, torches and scones on the sides, and you see different rooms and like parties and people just going into different rooms and shutting the door.
People have rooms in there.
It doesn't seem like they necessarily have a room. They're just grabbing the first one that's open that they see there's nobody in.
Was there booze?
You don't see any booze.
Was that guy still with us?
No, I mean you guys kind of ignore him. He's actually in a corner, like he's just setting up his bedroll behind the column.
Is he jumping around between other parties now, or is he just on his own?
No, he's on his own. He's just standing there. He's reading a book.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back to the camp, and I don't know how many of you are there. I'm gonna be like, guys, there's rooms in the corridors, and there's people partying.
I feel like a party is maybe not the best idea before an adventure.
Gonna be feeling good going into your trials, you know. This is like vacation.
Lisa, I've seen you drink. You won't be feeling very good in the morning.
She's like a ratchet mess. The
I'm
next
like
day.
nodding in the background. Yeah.
Wait, are because me and Sarah are in the middle of there. Are you guys all with us?
I sheepily walk towards them.
Okay.
Wherever your camp was.
All right.
It's like right in the middle.
Yeah, we're right in the middle of the room.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay.
I've parked myself between like the big demon with the hat and the claws and the gloves, whatever. I've like parked myself between the camp and him, just like on the edge of our little party. So I'm still with you guys, but I'm just gonna, if I can do something, I'm gonna do this.
You're just like, we're all sitting around and you're just like turned looking at this guy.
Well, I'm like just I put my shield in that direction. I'm just gonna stay here. It's fine. But I'm still looking at you guys to have a conversation.
Nice.
I'm not being so blatant to be like, I don't trust her.
I want to put my hand on your wrist, on your shoulder or something, just like tug you more towards us. So I'm very like uncomfortable.
Like, come here.
It comes.
I'm
I thought you were gonna be like reassuring. Instead, you're like, no.
I'm on your other shoulder, like, Boney, what are you doing?
Boney.
Boney.
I'm gonna call you Boney now, yeah.
The guy in the corner takes his bedroll up and his book, and then kind of you guys are still standing in the middle of around there.
We're
And,
like sitting. We're in like a little powwow circle.
Yeah, and as he kind
laying
of
down on her
walks,
bedroll.
as he walks by towards one of the corridors, he says, "You guys not grabbing a room?"
This is the big demon guy.
No, this is like this is a small guy. This is a small guy.
This is
that talks to you.
the 20 times failure guy.
Yeah,
yeah.
20 times failure guy.
Wanna come grab a room, guys?
Yeah, that's what I was like. Demon walks by. He's like, "You guys gonna get a room? Yeah, you wanna come in?" Yeah.
Yeah, he's just like that's exactly how he is. It's like, you guys are not getting a room. The best ones are always whenever people just sit around here.
You're not getting a room.
I am. That's what I'm doing right now.
Oh, I thought he was setting up in the corner.
No. Look in the corridors and you'll see why I didn't go in the corridors at first hand.
I'm gonna like. What did we get? Did we get his name before?
No.
I'm gonna shake his hand and be like, "Have fun." And kind of give him that look of like, "I didn't catch your name."
Patom. My name is Patom.
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 Okay. And we're like, "Well, have fun, Patom. Enjoy your room. We'll see you in the morning."
He nods his head. And then he goes through the corridor. And you like hear like a kick to something squishy. And then just nothing.
Okay.
You notice most of the demons and the fiends are in the middle room as well. With you.
Perfect.
They've all stayed
Keep
out
an
here.
eye on them.
Most of them has stayed here. Yes.
Okay.
And they're all.
He's like, "Oh."
It's quite obvious they're all staring at you. And like as you kind of
At
look around.
us as a group or just him?
Yes, at you all together as a group because you're kind of sitting in the middle. You're kind of literally in the middle. You're like as if you put yourself on a podium right now. That's how it feels like. And as you look around, all of you kind of get very different glares and looks. Lisa gets like the wink and the come over. Sir Percival gets this like from the demons that are looking at him.
Which one?
That's licking their whips and kind of just looking as if they're just dogs waiting to bite into you. Rumi gets the same. Rumi gets the same thing as Lisa does. So does Sarah. And PoultreeGeist is just. PoultreeGeist is actually mostly ignored.
Wow.
They don't seem to have any interest necessarily in PoultreeGeist, but they do give you awkward looks when you look at them.
Who winked at me?
Oh, a lot of the like. You look like one out
three.
of 3 demons.
Just give me 3. Just give me 3.
Okay, so in a corner you have these 3 kind of very skinny people. But like their chests are very skinny and they're wearing this extremely long robes. And it's as if you're seeing like a scarecrow, like only the stilts of a scarecrow moving, but you see like the face of a normal human. That's a normal, very healthy human, and the cowl, but only the face. That's it. You don't see any other skin. Everything else is bandaged.
Yeah, I spit out my drink in disgust.
You catch it with another cup.
Okay. So you guys all sleep in the middle of the room.
Is Percival still looking away from the group?
I'm keeping an eye on everything around us, and I don't have to sleep, so I'll be okay. To be.
Are we gonna take turns? You know, taking watch.
Oh, no, I'll handle it. You can sleep. It's be fine.
So
I'll
you
kick
guys,
you if you need.
you guys stand around here, and
I put
during
my
the night,
hand on Lisa's shoulder and I'm like, "Don't worry, I trust Mr. Percy."
I kind of get like a little like pridey, like, oh, yeah.
And then he gets his little dwarf rolls up and snuggles in, takes one last puff of his pipe, and then puts it in his pocket and lays back down.
Okay. So during the
I'm
night,
gonna stand in the middle of the group,
Not gonna sleep.
You're just gonna stand up in the middle of us.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sheepishly get out my bone pipes, and I'm gonna sort of glance over to Percival. Is a sort.
Yeah, I gotta.
so can you repeat that because you
I
just
have bones too.
Okay. Okay. So during the night, you guys sleep there, and you hear incredible and awful screams coming from like the corridors themselves.
Oh shit! I
And
wake up at at one of these moments, and I'm like, ugh. And I look up, and Percy's just like standing there. I'm like kind of getting like the crotch view.
and there are people coming out, applicants, some wet, some bloody, some scarred, some scorched, others beaten. They just come out of the corridors. The demons on the sides and the other humans on the sides that were still like in this main room, just smile and look around. at everybody coming in.
How loud was this commotion?
I mean, it's kind of a steady commotion. It's like you hear a scream, then you hear like a bang, a thrash, and then you hear a squeal, and so on. It's very random. It's not necessarily like suddenly everything goes to fuck. It's like a constant thing that just happens during the night.
I'm trembling, and I just kind of like wrap my whole body around Percy's legs. So I guess I'm also kind of like wrapped myself into Thordrick too, just like at everyone.
I'm gonna grab my bow and see if I can check it out.
Yeah, because Thordrick gets up as he's startled by one of these moments when he hears it.
And you all kind of see something, especially you, Thordrick and Sarah. You see this man, the man in the black raven cloak with the ever-changing color gloves. He looks at you. He's playing with a deck of cards. And he just looks at you, and he has the deepest, most black eyes you've ever seen.
What kind of cards are they? Like playing cards?
Oh, you know what they are. You know what kind of cards they are. You do not want to play with those cards.
And
Does
he
your character know
just
what those cards?
smiles at you, as if, you know, the smile reminds you of something. The smile reminds you, especially Thordrick and Sarah, of that saber-toothed tiger when he decided to finally pounce. It's like the predator enjoying his prey, stalking in the grass and just waiting for it.
Yep. Nope.
I'd like to fletch an arrow, just so something might be going down.
Okay.
So we see this guy in the corner.
Yeah.
And it's all like, where are we hearing the screams from and stuff?
Coming from the corridors themselves.
Okay, well,
And
I look up at Sarah because I see that Sarah's also freaking out, and I just woke up, so like, roll up my bedroll and get up, and I'm like,
as I see them like start to shake and stand up or whatever, I turn to face them and like drop to one knee. I'm gonna go, okay, so that noise has been going on the entire fucking time, and I'm not sure if it's better to be in there where things are definitely happening, or out here where things might happen really fucking soon.
And then Thordrick looks at you and he goes, "That's been happening all night and you didn't wake us? Heavens forbid, sir! Sir Percy! There are people in there. We need to make sure that they are safe. It doesn't matter if they win or lose."
There are too many people for us to try and make sure they're all safe. That's insane.
Well, you take it one step at a time, Percy. Calm down.
I look over and I'm like, it's best to dam the stream at the source. And I start walking towards the noise.
Yeah, I follow.
What noise? Because there's 4 different corridors, 4 different noise.
Which one's the loudest?
Is it the same noise coming from all 4, or is it
No.
like one is
No,
bang,
it's like there's one is bang, one's sprang, one's like splash, one's like ah, one's burning, one's again like it's all different.
So I keep walking one way and go, well, maybe this one. I'm like confused. I don't know which one.
I was gonna say, like, as they start to walk away, I'm gonna like kick the other 2 to kind of wake them up. Like, come on, apparently we're doing things.
Is one actually on fire?
There are people just coming out in the scorched. Like you see just people scrambling out of the corridors. And like you guys go in just a random corridor.
Is there one where everyone's like coming out like coughing and like diseased and very obviously like, oh god, everything there's terrible?
No, there's no like there's all very different. It's not like okay, that's burning, that's ice, that's no. It's all different.
Right, okay.
So you walk into one of those corridors and you
where is someone screaming?
Okay. Yeah, you go to like you go towards one of the corridors and you see several bodies. Just like as you go deeper into the corridor, there's just several bodies lined up, stabbed, burned, killed, maimed. You see their bodies there, and you know that these have been here before. These are like not now. These have been here for at least a day.
At least a what?
At least like half a day.
Okay. I turn and look at Sarah, and I'm like, these have been here for quite some time.
And then to the door to your right, you hear this awful, awful scream, awful screech, and then gurgling sound.
Fuck me.
Does it sound like somebody's choking on blood?
I swing my
We
warhammer.
open the door.
Give me a strength check.
That's what I said as you open the door.
Who's doing the strength check?
Whoever's opening the door.
Were you doing the axe?
Readying my
Were you
bow.
doing your axe thing, Percy?
I was pulling my warhammer out, but I can open the door if you would like. I'm down to go first. Let's do it.
Okay.
So I raise my shield.
I probably shouldn't. I'm like a little wizard, man.
I raise my shield up, so it's like covering me in case there's something crazy as soon as we open it and crack the door open. So
Okay, you crack the door open. Give me a strength check.
I haven't filled in any of this stuff on here. Shit. Okay, I'll done this just now. Hang on.
It's just 1d20 plus your athletics plus your strength bonus.
Oh, athletics as well.
Yeah, so you can use athletics if you want to. If you don't have athletics, have a proficiency, you just get your strength.
I do have it as a proficiency, so I will definitely use it.
Use athletics then.
I will.
I'm waiting.
Athletic.
I'm because I'm having to like get the numbers and everything, so I haven't got it set
Yeah,
up.
no problem. What's your strength?
My strength is a plus. Does that say 1?
If it's a +1, then you have a
plus
+3
1,
to
plus 3
athletics.
from athletics,
Yeah. There we go. So just do a 1d20 +3.
or plus 4.
No, it's not +4 because the +3 is included proficiency plus strength.
Right. Okay.
There we go. The
So
sheet
yeah,
is
20,
automatic
22.
and just does everything for you. 23, yeah. You open it, and then just much water washes over your face, and it's like knocks you, like a gigantic flash of water washes over you, and you are just pushed back into the other wall, and everybody, you just slid and fall, and the water eventually finishes.
Can I like jump over?
Does
swim
Lumi turn
gracefully.
into a seal?
You immediately
We
turn into a seal.
established, I don't just turn into.
Yeah.
Start swimming upstream. Like,
Well, if I'm prepared with the shield, I get like a little bit.
We're gonna always make that joke every time there's water. You have to realize this.
Is it so
Can we
strong,
ride
like,
Lumi into battle?
Oh my god,
and-
yes. Can we ride Lumi into this ocean wave?
And as the
How
water,
long?
as the water just disappears, you see this man kind of dressed in a black type of like steel armor, and cloth around him, and you see like he was drowning, and he's just like coughing on the ground, coughing like tremendous amount of water from his lungs.
Okay.
did I have time to dodge or?
I mean, this doesn't necessarily actually do something to you. The water just like
wanna get
splashes
wet?
and pushes you. You can do a I can definitely do a
He's
no.
like, I don't want to get wet.
No, you
I
didn't
don't
know
get my hair
this.
done,
No,
man.
you didn't have time to dodge. If you knew
How
something,
long
if
these
you
Jerry
prepared.
curls took.
And more are happening. Just there are dozens and dozens of rooms, and people are coming out of some of them, arrive, and moving towards the entrance. And then you see like this guy's just coughing, and like on the wall itself, there's this small painting, on which it says, "You have survived. Go back into the main room and await further instructions."
Can I use shape water to extract the water from that guy's lungs?
He's alive. He's still alive. He's like, she's just like
I run in and
coughing
like
it out.
I put my hand on his shoulder and kind of, are you okay? Are you gonna be fine? Are you gonna die?
He looks up at you, and you see this man, this like bald man with thin eyebrows and extremely soft. I mean, he's maybe 18, maybe a bit older than that, and he just nods his head like, "I'm all right, thank you."
What color is his hair?
He doesn't have hair. Bald.
He said he's bald.
Okay, sorry, I missed that part.
Do we see do we obviously see the painting on the wall?
Yes,
Is that
yes, it's
okay.
like this canvas painting there.
Okay. Judging by this is how we pass these trials. We have to do something in one of these rooms, but I don't know if there's any free rooms left.
And he looks like to you. "Thank you for saving me." "No, you don't. We walked into these rooms." I mean, he points out, and like you look around, and these rooms look very comfortable. Like these rooms look extremely comfortable. And like, yeah, I mean, they're wet. That's why they don't necessarily at first glance. But as you look around, it's like double bed. There's like a changing wardrobe. The floor itself is wooden and nice. There's candelabras above. And then question.
This place is weird.
It's a trap. So obvious of a one, and I didn't see it. Maybe I'm not fit to take these trials. And he kind of shakes his head. I owe you my life. You have already passed if you haven't come into these rooms. I think most of the people who stayed behind have either taken the test or have seen some sort of trap in staying here.
I'm just gonna pitch in like, oh well, yeah, you're more than welcome to leave. It makes it easier for us.
He looks conflicted. He just stands there and say, "Thank you. Can I get a few minutes to correct myself?"
Oh yeah, yes, of course. I go to close the door as I leave, and I'm like, oh, and then leave it open.
Okay. Okay. You guys, do you guys continue on to other doors?
Wait, so the one guy that had failed the test 20 times, did he actually go to set up a room?
You
Did
don't
he
know?
actually go
he
in the
walked.
corridors?
He walked inside of the corridors. Yeah.
He went into a corridor. We heard someone kick something squishy, and that was it.
But okay, wow,
Oh,
he
no,
really is
we-
bad at this test.
Or he's a badass who kicked something squishy.
We probably do check some of the other doors.
As by the sound.
Yeah, I mean, if we hear screaming or anything, we're gonna go. Like, I think we'd go and we try to like save more people,
By the sound,
I'm
we've
staying.
passed the
or at
test.
least I would.
Yeah, so we can save people.
I think Sarah and I would go save people.
I follow behind, yeah.
Safe distance.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys, there's, I'd say, roll me. Okay, you did it quite fast. You didn't really wait for much. So I'm gonna say roll me 1d20 plus 5.
All of us?
No, just one of you. Whoever wants
Okay.
to.
No, don't let me do it.
I just got Google. I don't want to do it now.
Okay, so through the night you do manage to save about 11 people until the screams are almost completely gone. The first, the ninja is very grateful to you. The others that you save, some are extremely grateful. Some are just do not want to talk to you, and they free you as soon as they see that. There is two of the very marking characters as this. You open the door to try and save this young blonde boy, maybe 16 years of age, from a terrifying two-headed dog that breathes flame. But as you walk in, like, he has this chain dangling to the creature's neck and then snaps it, and like you see him decapitating the creature.
Dang.
And he does still come to you and looks at all of you and just says thank you. And just walks past you, doesn't say anything else. It looks like he actually thanked you for opening the door for him or something of the sort, you're not exactly sure. And then another character that is obvious is a older guy, maybe 40, 50 years of age. He has like long white beard. And as you walk inside, you see like fire elementals attacking him, and he's literally flying around the room and laughing out loud as the creatures try to strike him, and he's just easily dodging around.
I'm gonna clap and cheer. I'm gonna like, go! Like,
I'm gonna like lower my shield and just be like, huh.
Is ice good against fire here, or is it bad against fire?
Well, water and cold, well, it is cold damage, so yeah, it is good against fire.
Okay.
Well, you just see him, and like eventually the elementals literally spent themselves, because that's how elementals work. When they attack, they usually attack with their own life force, which is great at the beginning, but eventually it runs out, and these elementals begin getting smaller and smaller and smaller until they just disappear. And the man is just unsinged. The whole room is burning and he's unsinged. And
like a private circus show.
he goes down and he spins very fast. And there's just this wave of wind that hits all of you in the face. You can barely keep your stance in the front of the door. And the fire goes all out.
Does it just breeze through Percival?
It just breezes through Percival, yeah.
I'm like, ooh.
His
I like
bone-
trying to take
his
cover
bone-
behind
he
her.
gets a little. He starts giggling. A little ticklish.
You sound like wind chimes.
Actually gonna say that, yeah.
Or whistling.
Okay. So eventually you guys end up in the main room again. There's maybe half of you left. There's definitely not 400 in the room right now.
Right. Okay.
So the test seemed to be not to die.
Well, we managed that part.
The herald comes
Yeah, let's
inside,
keep doing that.
and the herald comes inside at the time you were about to wake normally, and he says, "Congratulations to those still alive. You have passed the first test. Ingenuity, wisdom, and not trusting everything at first hand have gotten you through this." You can see like a couple of the people you've saved are extremely like some people just look at you with like thankful looks, and some just avoid looking at you because of shame.
Mm-hmm.
Do we see Patang?
Yeah, you see Patam.
Patam.
Patam is just walking back and just like sitting in a corner. He doesn't seem harmed in any way.
Is there someone like nearby who is avoiding our eyes because of shame, or are they all like in the corners or whatever?
No, they're like as well as avoiding your eyes. They do try to keep away from you.
Right. Okay.
Now, you know, the test has started since you decided to walk inside of the courtyard. You have passed the first two trials. The first was the paper. If your spirit was strong enough to take these tests, the paper would turn red, and eventually the color of your choice. That is the purpose of the paper. And secondly, our temple. You have now seen merely the least bit of training that our monks go through every night. These rooms spawn dangers never heard out in the world, creatures never seen. Everyone who is in our ranks must survive in this place if they wish to stay here. Every day there's a different danger. You need to adapt and be powerful. Now all of the survivors follow me to the monolith where your next trial shall begin.
I wasn't really listening because I'm watching Sir Percival flex for no apparent reason, even though he doesn't have muscles.
Okay.
Look at that bone right there.
Okay, that was a very interesting way you approached that encounter. That was unexpected.
I almost got fucked. I almost. That was
In
close.
2 ways.
I guess Thordrick grabs his pipe back out and starts walking and following.
Does anyone else find it weird that we didn't really do anything, but we passed tests?
Just survival of the fittest, you know.
Oh, look at that guy. Do you punch him?
Patam comes to you and says, "Oh, you guys survived! Good job! Where'd you guys bunk?"
You know this was gonna happen, Patang?
Happens every year.
Why didn't you tell us?
Well, I tried to tell you to. I tried to help you, but he points like towards Sarah. This one made fun of me, so I decided if you asked me, I'd tell you, but you didn't.
What?
Really
Why did you-
great help leading us into the rooms.
Why did you take a room?
I didn't. The corridors are the safest place. The demons around here, well, if they get rowdy or bored, they tend to start killing people who think that it's a better way to stay here. Yeah, first when all the people go into the corridors, some try to just kill other people. Sport, maybe because of competitively something, when they're just grouping, they're trying to find the room as the bodies. And then the rooms themselves, they spawn horrors every night. So the best way is just the corridors.
How many tests do you usually get through before you fail?
Well, I
No,
usually
he's
get
definitely not gonna
to
help us
the
again.
third of the fourth part. Depends.
So if you fail at the 3rd or 4th point, you don't die.
Well, you don't die per se if you fail anywhere. You die because of your own lack of abilities. They can disqualify you for not going by the rules, or, well, you understand what I mean. The creatures that they put in front of you, or the trials, if you die through them, it's kind of your own fault.
When he says not playing by the rules, okay, that's when I start to like reassess him as a person. Like, oh no. Like I don't want any part of somebody who's going to try and like cheat their way through.
I have weighted dice.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess on to the monolith. The monolith hasn't been in session for about 10 years now. I wonder what they've done with it. And he just smiles at all of you. Last time, when there was a monolith, only about 10th of the...
You can't help but smile.
Yeah.
Only about 10th of the people that came to take the exam actually survived.
You should get a job here, like as a tour guide.
He just like scoffs and continues on.
Are you taking offense to us again, Patang? I just want to know so I can like judge the advice you give us. Are you bothered by that?
He just continues on, like doesn't. If he thinks you're still having like he thinks you're making fun of him, so he just like continues on.
Oh God.
I don't like him.
I don't like him.
Me neither.
We're all just saying this out loud. He's like right in front of us.
He's like right there, like 2 yards away from us.
Out loud, I would totally say that, yeah.
I mean, yeah, he kind of like did try and lead us to our death.
Are you guys legit in front of him saying that you don't like him?
No. He's away. He's moving away.
Like Sarah said that out loud.
Oh, okay. Thordrick is still like kind of walking, but he's been quiet while you guys are all having this conversation. And then he turns and looks at you guys, and he's like, I don't know. He seems like a nice chap. And then he keeps walking.
I think everyone's nice, Thordrick.
We'll see.
Thordrick stops, looks at her, and he's like, no, Lisa, no. And he keeps going.
Lean into Lisa. He doesn't like you.
Like too much of her weed.
He hears what Sarah said, but then he kind of like keeps walking, and he has a grin while he's like puffing some more of his pipe.
I'll follow Thordrick.
Okay. You guys continue on, and you're being brought to this kind of central building in the temple, in the form of a very big and shapeless. It's weird. Like you're looking at it, and like every time you blink, it's like a bit of a change of shape. It's like it's close to a rectangle, and then like you blink a couple of times, and it's actually more like maybe like a sphere. You know, it changes shape every time.
Morphing and
okay.
Yeah,
Thordrick kind of like taps his pipe and is like squinting, and then puffs a little bit more and like squints, and then like taps it again. He's like, "What's happening?"
now
Then he
he's not
keeps walking.
blinking. What happens there?
You are going up, and eventually you reach the top of the monolith. And at the top, the herald with the rest of the 160 remaining applicants looks around and says, "This is the monolith." And the woman in full plate armor comes forward. "You all, this is my exam now. We'll need to get to the bottom of this monolith in the next 12 hours. If you fail to do so, you will be disqualified."
I raise my hand and say, "But we just came from the bottom."
Now we're here.
And she points, she points, "Well, try and get back that way if you're courageous enough." And she points to where the stairs that you used up were, and they're not there anymore.
Is it a ramp that we can actually ride me down, or like actually practically?
I would like to. How far away is this? How many?
It's you'd say like maybe you're maybe 500 feet up, or maybe a bit more.
500 feet up.
Maybe more. Maybe it's 700. You're not sure.
I think you can make it.
If we jumped, is it a soft landing? Is it like, you know, a bouncy castle or something?
The dead bodies of our friends. Whoever.
Okay. So
The people already start moving, by the way. Like as he the girl just stands in there with a full plate armor. And
how
looks
much
at-
is a dash action?
A dash action is just an action, and it
Just your
doubles your
move.
movement.
Yeah.
Okay. Double that movement. Okay.
I want all of you to give me, like, as you stand around there, you look around, you're not exactly sure what's happening. Give me.
But again,
please,
what again is the full goal again? 100%.
to get down, like on the bottom level of the monolith in the next 12 hours.
If it was like, looking at the distance, is that does it look easy to traverse in 12 hours?
To go down what? Like
If you were just walking down there.
you don't. There's no walking down. That's what I'm trying
Oh,
to
you
say.
just.
What happened?
You're-
Where's everyone?
You were kind of getting robot-y,
Yeah.
and then
Did
That's
I?
weird.
Yeah, Mags dropped and came back.
that's weird. I didn't know she died. I didn't. Oh wow.
There you go.
That was weird.
Okay, so yeah, there's no footholds and handholds at all. It's like straight. It's completely straight. This tower.
Straight. The tower is straight.
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to cast Spider Climb on every one of us.
I want you to
We-
all do me perception checks, please.
We gain climbing speed equal to walking speed and can go on walls and ceilings with our hands free.
Mm-hmm.
Well then. Perception. Or even.
How do you? My character sheet didn't save. How do you manually roll it with the?
Yeah, there's something weird with the character sheets right now, and
Yeah, just
One
manual.
second.
It's /R space 1d20.
Oh, I thought we were doing the this or that one. Okay.
No, you can do whatever you want. Just better, to be honest, to use your normal ones because the.
You didn't transfer my character over to this. I just have Johnny B still.
Okay,
It's-
I will transfer it in the break next time.
And then it's plus our perception.
Sir Percival, you notice that a lot of the people that were here, Lisa, you also notice that a lot of people that have been here are not here anymore.
Is this passive
You're-
perception?
No, this is active.
Okay.
Before you do not notice this. So Lisa and Sir Percival, you notice that a lot of people that have been here are not here anymore. And as you like look around, you see with the corner of your eye, like somebody just climbing down with like this hooks type of things on the walls. And then as he goes down, it takes like a minute, and then you start hearing screams, like screams, like very big, like ah! type of screams.
I don't think climbing down the side of the walls is an option.
I look at her and I'm like, well then, Lisa, what do you propose we do?
Well, where do you think everyone went?
Are there other
Just,
like
point
so,
out while you guys have been like planning, like no one's here, like.
yeah? Are they in like was that like in a corner or whatever? Like where were they climbing down from?
Yeah, again, like it's a very regular shape. So like you go towards there to see.
I
How-
want to go in that direction to see what was there.
You go in that direction, and as you reach there, you see like feathers. Just something flew here and flew back to where it came from, and you see like feathers falling, and you barely see like ant-wise. You see like the body of that man on the ground, dead,
Right.
splattered.
So what I was trying to get at is like, did he climb out a window or did he go like through like a tile in the floor?
There's no window. Just like he literally he had like war picks in his hand, kind of, and he tried to just go down
Trying
the
to
wall.
scale down, dude.
Exactly.
And then
Right, but
Up
where is he scaling? Is there a hole in the floor? Like, that's what I'm trying to work
no,
out.
the side of the fucking monolith.
Yeah, you are on top of the
right, so
monolith
we're
right
on
now.
like the very top, and he just goes
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought we were in a room on the top. Okay.
No,
Got it.
How far away is the ceiling from us?
There is no ceiling.
There's no ceiling. Again, you're on the top level.
So yeah, we're on like we're basically on the ceiling of this entire thing, and then there's just like the sheer walls down the side we have to climb down. got it.
Can we see anything on the floor at the bottom of the monolith, or is it like too far away?
No, that's exactly that's Sarah, give me a perception check.
What is my perception?
Where the fuck did everyone go?
Sarah, you
Okay.
see absolutely nothing. No, this is just 4. I mean, what the fuck? This is just 4.
Can I feel if there's any magical presence here or anything like that?
This whole tower is magic.
Okay. And then, have I seen anything like this in the past?
No,
Okay.
Have I?
no.
If we like look over the edge and scan around, do we see anyone else climbing down, or is it just that we saw the one guy who's no longer there? And is there any bodies on the very the base?
There
of
are a
the
couple of bodies on the very bottom, but just a couple, like very
Only a
few.
couple.
Can I investigate the area?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
really
start.
generally.
I'm gonna start looking around.
Okay.
Where
Okay.
these
Give me
fucking went.
perception checks.
Shit.
I would like to investigate. Oh, my investigation's bad too. I'm just having a bad time today.
No, Fodrick and Wissa, that's enough. 15 was to see. You guys look around and you notice there's like as you like probe around with your hands, you push and some of the panels are moving. And you push one Fodrick and like this entrance thing opens. It just stays there for like 5 seconds and then iron bars stop it. But you look around and you can easily find enough, like a lot more around you. They're not that hard to find once you start looking for them in detail, and you find about 5 of them
Okay.
in this semicircle.
Okay. The first time I do it, I'm like, oh, look at. Did you see that?
I saw nothing. I've got like bread in front of my eyes. I can't see anything right now.
Well, everyone else got a head start, so I figure we go.
I look around, realize there's 5 of us and 5 slots. Gonna go like, well, I guess I know where we're going. Let's jump in. This one's just for me.
Yeah. So we're gonna try to keep moving these things around.
Are they
Okay.
like people like shaped, or are
Yeah.
they just like?
Yeah, they're just like people shape. So all of you just gonna like whoop. You jump in. You all
Does this
jump
sound
in.
like our fault? Using them again.
Are we sure this is what we want to do?
I'm just like, who said that? What?
Maybe.
Is it-
What would you propose, dear?
Is there anyone else up here with us?
Fewer and fewer
No.
people.
Maybe we could help someone else out and show them this, and maybe they'll try it, and then we'll go after them.
Where you said there's fewer and fewer people. Where's everyone else going?
Don't know.
Like, are they just like disappearing?
Yeah, they're just literally like you look at this hole, like you saw like 10 people behind you, like looking around the room, and you look back and there's only 5 remaining.
Son of a bitch.
I figure we go down.
Oh! all right. Let's go. Let's do it.
Okay.
Lumi, be brave, okay? You can do this.
Fortune
I'm
favors. And I
brave.
jump in.
Okay. The entrance closes off behind you with the steel rods like closing the entrance that you went through. Lisa, do you jump? Sorry, Rumi gone?
I try and reactivate the opening after we went through it to see if it's a one-time use.
It's a one-time use.
Okay.
I clang my shield on the bars and go, your turn. Let's go.
No, like you don't. You just fall. Like you're in the tunnel. Like,
Oh,
you're,
it closes and I'm gone.
you're like woo! You just falling. You're on a ramp. Like you're going down.
I would fucking go, no question.
Okay, Lisa jumps
I'd
in and
probably
closes.
just like gulp, go. Like
So I have no idea what's going on around me, and I start walking, and I just fall down it.
No, you see them. You see them. I mean, he pointed out to you.
I'd like to go head first.
Oh god.
Okay.
You like dive in.
Yeah, you go head first. It closes in.
sword out.
Fodrick and Rumi, you're the only ones left.
Yeah, no, I go, but I'm using my my spider climb to like walk along it like a
Yeah.
normal person, not.
Very good. You see you just going. You hear them closing off behind you. Just easily move.
Did Thordrick still cast Spider Climb on all of us?
Yeah, I already did it. I did it before anything else, so I can't take
Yeah.
it. No take backsies.
I walk down as if I kind of have flippers.
Okay.
Just like,
You
throw my
guys,
shield under my feet on the way down, like surfing
I'm
it down.
going. Yeah, I mean,
You should turn into seal mode and just be like, wee.
if I can go my full movement speed, I'm going 35 down this thing. So.
Okay, so you guys just slide or move, and you will see what happens after the break.
Oh,
Ooh, that cliffhanger though. That literal cliffhanger.
Okay, we'll see all of you in 5 minutes for more Way the Dice Roll.